Crap, I'm on fire again. Hey, what's up everybody, Scotty here. Welcome back to another episode on Paladins. Yes, I already know I have a Fernando video out there already, but I no longer use that build. As a matter of fact, that build sucks. The build that I'm going to present now is mostly what I'm known for actually, and it's starting to take a little bit of popularity. A lot of people are starting to ask me, what is my build? How do you play with it? So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to go into skills since we've already covered that in a previous episode, but we will go into this build, which is called charging. What charging is pretty much focused on is spamming your F or your charge ability, using your shield, and when your shield is up, you gain health. That's it. That's pretty much it. Now, when you use charge, it not only gives you a shield, but you can use it offensively and defensively. So there's a certain playstyle that you'll see me use in the game where I'm actually pushing forward, keeping people at bay from going to the objective, and while the numbers are increasing against me, I actually use it as a means of escape to regroup with my team, bring my shield back up, and to also bring my health up. So here's the build. Last stand level 3, heat transfer level 2, towering barrier level 2, safe travel level 4, and fearless leader number 1. That's pretty much it. But there's a trick to it. You can't just use this build thinking you can go in there and tank everything, flank everything, which is another point to this build. You don't only have to tank. You can also flank with it. You can go pure offense with this build and just stay alive. It's amazing. I absolutely love this build. This build actually made me my main with Fernando now. That's pretty much the only person I ever play now. Okay team, here we are on the Ice Mines map. Quick preview of the friendly and opposing team. What I'm going to choose here is starting off with hi-rez. Why? Is because I like to kind of focus the healers as much as possible, especially when there's one healer and 2 tanks. If I take that healer down, then it's going to have the 2 front lines are going to have a little bit of trouble maintaining their health while on the battlefield. You know, this also works against Maldama too, and since Grok got his buff, you would probably want to focus him. So right away, I'm gonna start to take the offense on the team. I'm not really playing defense here. I'll play defense when I can, but the point here is to just push the enemy back as far as possible. Now there is a Victor behind our lines. Nobody's really doing much to him, so he's gonna eat away our team. But don't worry. After this first objective, we completely dominate this match. You know, I kind of changed the strategy up. Instead of focusing on the healer, you know, my normal strategy, I start actually just putting more focus on the damage because they're the ones punishing my team the most. Sometimes you kind of have to do that, you know, you just change your playstyle up and it completely turns favor towards your team. So I do go down there. I'm gonna quickly go back, get in there, and now I see Cassie. She's just over there. This is kind of a bad spot for her because if she rolls, her distance is going to be very limited. Victor's still up here. I'm going to pay some attention to him. He's going to run away. Not a problem there. Just going to continue to push him back. Now I've got my shield up. I'm getting my health. No problem there. Still got lots of shields. I'm going to use charge to get away from any damage I'm going to be taking. I'm already at half health again. So, you know, no problems. Going to charge in here, get a quick shield up. This Victor's going to come towards me. I'm going to juke him, come down here in this little tunnel, and I just completely avoided him. So this is what I meant earlier, is charging could actually be used as your means of escape. Alright, this is a perfect opportunity to engage. There's the Ying. That's who I want. That is exactly who I want to take down. But right here we have the numbers advantage against the friendly team. So we're gonna try to stall them as much as possible. They do not try to engage me, even though I only had about 1,300 health. So we're just going to quickly re-engage. Funny thing is, after only had 300 health right there, I still do not go down. So I'm just going to quickly back out. I'm really just trying to regroup with my team. So we're grouped back up. Going to start to re-engage now. Going to use charge to get back in there so I can get some shields up. The opposing team was pushed back, so now we are not going to stay by the objective. Instead, we are going to push the enemy back as far as possible. Fernando can be really great at doing this. He's not just good at just holding an objective. He can push people back. As long as you're pushing people back, they're going to be taking damage. And in a lot of cases, Fernando can take somebody on 1 versus 1. So, you know, if there's any duels, he can hold his own weight. We're going to engage on this Makoa, who's very, very low health right now. Get him down as quickly as possible. Pop our shield up. Get our health up. Because we gain health whenever our shield is up. Now just use charge to gain a shield, get a quick escape. We're going to reflank the enemy. Barrack is the perfect tank. It's a perfect front line to take down as quickly as possible too. Even though his health did get increased recently on OB41, he still is not a solid front line. He's quite similar to Ruckus as far as health wise. You know, he can hold his ground a little bit, but he is not a solid tank. You know, the 2 solid tanks that are out there right now would probably be just Fernando and Makoa. That's why you often see them pick the most. So friendly team does get to push back the opposing team quite well. We're going to upgrade to Cauterize level 2. Just because on the next match we need to focus the Ying, if that's what we're, you know, if on a good day, if your team is able to take care of the oncoming damage, you know, in this case like the Cassie and the Victor, on a good day, that's, you know, that's what you want to deal with. And if that's how it goes, then you focus the Ying. The opposing team's missing a healer, then it just completely disrupts their whole front line and helping them secure the objective. So our ultimate is still up. We're gonna pop in there on the objective. Actually, I'm just gonna go straight flank. Just gonna go straight flank. Go for this Cassie. Get the shield up. Gonna re-engage with charge. Just gonna keep engaging on this Cassie. Push her back as much as possible. We wanna prevent that damage as much as possible from the opposing team. And we're just stalling her. That is all we're doing. 2 people on the friendly team do go down, but we are still just pestering this Cassie. Cassie does go down. Unfortunately, I step a little bit too close to that turret and I get taken down. But that's okay. This match is going to be completely turned around. Do not fret. I have a friend of mine. He's testing the new Grok, since Grok got his heals buffed on OB41. So we're taking the objective now. There's no problem. There goes Makoa. There goes Barrack. We're gonna pester this Cassie some more. Stop that damage. Cassie's very, very popular right now in the current meta, and if she is left unattended, she can do a lot of damage on the team. Victor, however, is still around, but in any case, it's not anything we have to worry about right now. But we're going to take this Barrack down. See, I mean, even with this buff, he just, poor old Victor. I mean, poor old Barrack, he just gets taken down. We're going to focus all attention on the Ying. We are now 2v1. Completely took the Ying down. We do get taken down as well. But that's okay. We're going to get Master Riding so we can hop back in there on the objective as quickly as possible. Master Riding. Do not underestimate it. It's a very, very powerful tool. Now our mount speed has been increased, so we're going to engage in combat very, very fast. And here we are. We're going to completely bypass the objective, go straight for that Cassie again, do nothing else. So now there's pretty much a 3v1 right now. I'm able to just quickly engage and get out of there like no problems. Makoa's going to bring me in on me. Going to use my charge, quickly get out, get my shield. Not taking hardly any damage. Going to wait for the Grok to heal us. And there we go. With this new Grok heals, our health just goes up really fast. We're going to pop our ultimate. to stop this Makoa. We're actually gonna challenge Makoa. He does take down Tyra because she stepped out of bounds. If she had just stayed close to it, she would have been perfectly fine. But that's okay. We're gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna pay all attention to the Barrack. So that was pretty much a, 3v1, taking all that damage. Gonna disengage just a little bit, and we get taken down. That's okay. We do still make this. Just gonna get Haven to help reduce the damage from the turrets we're gonna be taking from Barrack. Gonna re-engage, just group up with the party. That's kind of what hurt our losses right there on that little push. But we will get overtime. This is why I like master riding. Yeah, pulling me in there just helped me get overtime there in Makoa. So now we're on overtime. We are pushing. There goes down Barrack. And now we're just grouped up. We're operating as a team. It was a 3 versus 5 there for a moment, and we're just working together. We're pushing this as a team. So once we are able to work together as a team, and the opposing team isn't so spread out, we can really just demolish everything in our path. So now it's 3v1, 10 minutes into the game. Cauterize level 3, Master Riding level 1, and Haven level 1. Typically what I like to do is just pump up Haven and Kronos. But if I know I need to flank, then definitely get Master Riding. Just so you can get behind enemy lines so they won't expect you that much. So this is kind of like a mix-up of what I used to do with Fernando before it was just become a solid tank. But this is becoming more of your offensive and defensive tank. So you're staying busy the entire match. We're just gonna do a little bit of damage to that Makoa, but as this Victor is doing his ultimate, we're gonna engage on him. He thinks that we got away. No, we didn't, Victor. No, we will chase you to the ends of the earth. You better just run. But he doesn't, so we take him down. We're still some damage on this Makoa since he doesn't have a healer, and Barrack's no there. And he gets taken down. Only one's left is the Cassie, so we're going to flank around to the right on her. She's not going to be expecting it. Hello, Miss Cassie. Just going to say hello. There's 3 people there, and that's it. That's the point of this build. If you can tank beyond the objective, then you can do that. But you also have the option to flank the enemy and go for them. Opening up more options with your champion is a very great way to change your strategy up in the game, because if you only have one option to do something, well, that's just something you got to stick with. And we'll just take a quick look at the stats to see how well we performed with our tanking, with our shields. And I wasn't even acting as a tank, and I got most shields. And I'm telling you, with this build, I have gotten over 350,000 shielded damage on a long enough game, and I died the least. So until next time, we will see you in the battlefield.